Alright guys, so welcome back to my channel. I decided to go out and get some tea because my watch and my phone reminded me that I have to move at least once a day. So yeah, I decided to go for a walk in the mall nearby. I actually made a video about this mall before. And the thing I want to talk about today is how local people in China react to foreigners. I noticed that it's a quite popular topic on YouTube, and many people talk about this, but at the same time, a lot of these people are tourists, so they kind of maybe met only Chinese people who are in these hot areas or in these touristic areas. So I live here for 6 years already, and I had a lot of different kinds of experiences. And I thought that it may be fun to share some of them. Oh, there's a fun place to sit. Okay, let's sit here. Look. First of all, one thing that most of the YouTubers say about China is how friendly people here is. And it is true. It is true. Because if you take a look at what happened in Xiaohongshu recently with all these TikTok refugees, they all share the same thing of how welcoming people were on Xiaohongshu. And it is true, like anywhere I go, I see that people are very friendly. If you talk with them, if you ask them the road, they're always willing to help you. They will even take a taxi for you, or invite you for lunch, or invite to have a dinner with their family members. So that's a very common thing here in China. And this friendliness is also closely related with curiosity. It is closely related with curiosity. Pardon my English, it's not my native language. So people are curious, they want to know more about you, how you ended up here, what are you doing here, more about your life story. So because you're a foreigner, you are very interesting to them. And of course, because of this, many people may stare at you. And I know that for some people that's pretty annoying. Yeah, and in the first year of me living here in China, it was also quite annoying. But you see, you kind of get used to it. You get used to it fast when you kind of get open to all these people. You kind of try to break the wall between you and them, between your cultures, and you try to accept more world outside. And so because of this, you kind of start to look at yourself through their eyes. And you kind of start to understand why people are staring at you. You look completely different. For me, I'm like almost 190. My height is 190, and that means that I'm pretty big, and I kind of, it's easy to see me from a distance among like Chinese people. But you see, the funny thing is that in Russia, if there is a foreigner in Russia and he speaks another language, or he has like different skin color, people may also be pretty curious about him or her, and they may also look quite like shortly. Maybe they give you a couple of sides, and that's all. But that's the cultural difference, because in Russia, staring is an literally invitation to mortal combat. If somebody stares at you, it means that they have a problem with you. And if you stare back, it means that you are accepting their challenge. So in China it is different. So staring doesn't mean like any bad intent or like invitation to a fight. No, here people watch, and people usually don't really judge each other, at least openly. So because it is more normal thing, like more people may look, more people may stare, you just need to kind of get used to it, and it actually shows that they're interested. But you see, even though that everything is pretty friendly, and there are many nice experiences I had here, not all of them are 100% nice and friendly. So, okay, let me tell you a story. So one interesting story happened in 2020, and it means that it happened in the middle of the COVID outbreak. And at that time in China, I think they already handled the virus, but the whole country was closed. And they had, maybe because of some media, they had this perception that everybody who comes from abroad is like a potential danger, and a potential virus carrier. So that's why at that time they were a little bit alarmed, I would say, about foreigners. And it led to a situation that in 2020, my friends and I, we decided to go to travel a little bit in another city, and the city's name was Pingyao. Pingyao is a pretty famous historical city in China because it has these ancient towns, and I think the first bank in the world is located in Pingyao. So we decided to go there, check it out, and they didn't let us in. Why? Basically because the woman, I think she was like a security girl, she didn't let us in, saying that we are foreigners and we came from abroad, and it means that we are the virus carriers and we should step away, and she will not let us in. So that was quite so that was quite wild for us. We were explaining to her that, look, we have visas, we are living here for years, and we haven't gone out of China for like half a year, for a year, it depends, because we all have these stamps in our passports. But she didn't listen. She just said, foreigners, no, go away. But so that was a pretty unpleasant experience. So that was just like a drop in the ocean, like a negative drop in the ocean of positivity towards foreigners that I experience here. Yeah, but these things happen, and when it happens, you need to learn how not to generalize, how not to put your emotions towards this person to like the whole nation. And because I know that it's a big problem for many travelers when they meet like one or two people with weird attitude towards foreigners, they start to think that, oh, all people of their nation have this attitude. No, it's not true. And it is important to remember about this. Look at the view. Amazing. But you see also, there's a question. Do locals have the same attitude towards different foreigners? I mean, foreigners from different nations. And well, I had one experience. Let me tell you a short story again. Basically, when we were living in a small city, we had to, every time we go out of the country and return, we had to register at the police station and kind of go through some paperwork. And once we forgot to do it, and so the police station called us and invited us to come. So we came in, and they put us in the cell, like in the prison cell, and said, okay guys, wait here. We were quite scared, but then it turned out well. They said it's just a part of the procedure, so no problem, no need to worry, we just need to do some paperwork and that's all. So it took maybe around 1 hour to finish all the paperwork. They let us out of that prison cell, and everything was nice. And we talked with those police officers, they joked, everything was quite relaxed. But you see, they mentioned that, guys, you are lucky that you are Russians. If you were Americans, the whole process would take much longer time. And when we asked why, they were kind of laughing and saying, well, we are like brothers, so yeah, everything is more simple. But you see, at the same time, I'm not sure if he was like completely honest with us, because maybe he just wanted to show that we are like brother nations, and he just wanted kind of to underline that his attitude towards Russians is really nice. But in fact, I think probably if American was in this situation, and if this American was not a jerk, he would have no problems and he would be released as soon as we did. Because I have plenty of American friends here, and when we talked about this, they said that no, they never experienced any sort of racism or nationalism towards them. They always underline that everyone is very friendly towards them. So I think, yeah, even though I am Russian, our countries are like in good relationship. If you meet someone and you say you are from Russia, usually people become immediately quite friendly. But if you are from any other country and you just show positive attitude, that you are not a jerk, you are curious about their culture and you like Chinese culture, they will they will love you, yeah, for sure. Okay, I found another spot to sit and record. So, and basically, I'm amazed by how big this mall is and how many cool spots here. Okay, but basically now I'm talking about positive experiences, and you may wonder, were there any other negative experiences that I had? And yeah, there were. Okay, but let me give you an example. Once I made a video about me going to a Chinese supermarket and just talking about things that I found here and so on and so on. And then I posted that video on YouTube, and it got a lot of views, a lot of comments, and most of the comments were like very positive, saying that, oh wow, interesting, a lot of cool things about that supermarket. And many people were kind of friendly laughing at the fact that I had no idea about the sugar cane. Well, yeah, in Russia we don't have a sugar cane. Well, at least in my province of Russia, in my republic, we don't have sugar canes, and I never saw them, I never tried any, but people were still quite amazed that there are people like me. But then, someone in China who has like a Bilibili channel, Bilibili is a Chinese YouTube, he took my video and he re-uploaded it on his page, and he has page that consists from videos from YouTube about foreigners talking about China. And so he uploaded my video to his page, and all his followers, they saw it, and that video got like, I think 15,000 views and lots of comments. And I thought, oh wow, cool, let me check the comments. And when I took a look at the comments, I was amazed, like, what the hell? The comments were so negative. The comments were just saying that, oh, these goddamn foreigners, they're here everywhere. I don't want to know your opinion about this supermarket. Get away. And some of the comments said that, oh, he is Russian. The Slavic people are the worst, and blah blah blah. So I was stunned. I was shocked too. And you see, these were like 95% of the comments under that video. 95% of those comments were negative, and only 5% were positive. So it was completely different from YouTube. And at the first moment, I was frustrated and I didn't know what to think, because usually I never faced this kind of negativity in real life. So I just found it on the internet, in Chinese internet. And then I kind of started to check out other pages, check out other videos on different accounts, and I realized that I got unlucky to get into that segment of Bilibili that consists of those people who kind of, I don't know, maybe very nationalistic, and that who don't like foreigners. So of course these people exist, and of course they gather somewhere, and the easiest way for them to gather together is on the internet, and probably on one of those Bilibili channels. So I had that experience, but then another of my videos got uploaded on another channel, and it got a lot of nice comments, and a lot of nice people added my Xiaohongshu account and told me a lot of nice things. So yeah, I want to underline it once again. Please don't generalize. When you have bad experience somewhere in another country, don't start to think that all people behave like this. Because most of the people, they are super friendly, super kind, and super nice. And even after I encountered so many negative people in the comment section of that video, I still understand how it works. I just got unlucky to get into the line of sight of that group of people that really doesn't like foreigners. And well, you see, China has 1.5 billion population, I suppose. It's hard to say the proportions, but you see, that was the only situation, like these situations that I mentioned were the only situations that I experienced any negativity towards foreigners in China. In total, in my everyday life, my all interactions are very friendly, very nice, and very just pleasing. Let me go on. Alright guys, so in conclusion, what I want to say, there is a golden rule. You need to treat people the way you want to be treated, and here it is the same. So basically, if you go to other country and you act like a jerk, So everyone is gonna treat you like a jerk. If you go to another country and act in a friendly and curious way, everybody will treat you the same. So you just follow this rule and you will never have problem. Because I have some friends who travel to different countries and they actually travel by hitchhiking, so they meet people in like very deep villages and in cities, like everywhere. And they all shared that people are absolutely friendly everywhere if you yourself behave like a normal person, not behave like a jerk. So okay guys, thank you. If you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, and I'll be happy to see you in another video. Bye bye.